The Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he has warned, and I quote, "More is on the way," unquote. The defense minister, he has called Iran's strikes on civilian areas a red line crossed. With talks between the US and Iran now in limbo and casualties mounting, the world is watching, fearing that this could spiral into a full-scale regional war. In fact, I'm currently joined by our correspondent from Tel Aviv in Israel, Ricky Ronson. Ricky, we often talk about the red line in conflict situations. Has that red line been crossed?
Israel claims that their attacks against Iran were specifically against military installations, nuclear plants, stockpiles of nuclear enriched uranium, and nuclear scientists and military leaders. But the response, the counterattacks by Iran were strictly against civilian areas. As you can see behind me, these are residential houses, and the 3 people who were killed in the last 36 hours since the Israeli-Iranian war began, the 3 Israelis killed were all in residential areas in which their homes suffered a direct hit of Iranian missiles, and they were killed under the rubble.
Ricky Ronson, can we expect now Israel to retaliate, and what is going to be the scale of that retaliation?
The Israeli defense minister vowed that because Iran has attacked civilian areas, as said, now all holds are off, and Israel feels free to attack civilian areas in Tehran, including even the neighborhood and the house of the President Khamenei.
Ricky, I also want to understand how the United States will now respond to the threats to the West, especially from coming from Ayatollah Khamenei and the Israeli establishment. But at the same time, there are US-Iran nuclear talks which are still not cancelled. How should we view this?
In fact, the nuclear talks in Oman that were supposed to begin tomorrow have been canceled by the Iranians. They said that there's no sense in talking with the Americans when the Americans have been collaborating with Israel on these attacks against Iran. So that will not be happening. And Trump and his negotiators have been saying that they're waiting for Iran to come forward with a proposal that includes the stoppage of enriching uranium. That is the only point that they will accept for a new nuclear deal. In the meantime, they vowed to continue to support Israel with offensive weapons in their attacks against Iran, which are ongoing and are said to continue for at least a few days, if not weeks. And we have yet to see if they will help Israel in defensive actions to prevent the Iranian missiles from causing more damage, like what you see in Baghdad.
All right, Ricky Rosen, thank you very much for getting us the latest.